what we're looking at there is a Pipevine Swallowtail, and their host plant is a Dutchman's pipevine. They will only lay their eggs on pipevines. Here is a little baby caterpillar. They're very gentle. They won't bite you or anything like that. If I put him back down on here, if you look around, you'll probably find several more. But we have had a colony of these things here for decades. And so it's kind of the thing, if you build it, they will come. Here are some of the seeds here on the base of the plant. And these seeds are not quite ripe. They're very green. You have to wait until they dry up. Here's the flower for the Dutchman's pipevine. This is how it gets its very sort of distinctive name, because it kind of looks like a pipe growing on. This particular one is called a white-veined Dutchman's pipevine. As you see the veining on there, it's a Aristolochia fimbriata. This is not a native pipevine. There is some controversy as to this, that it may be invasive. We have not found this to be invasive at all. It will occasionally pop up in some random places, but we kind of welcome it. It gives the pipevines another place to live. Here is a little random pipevine caterpillar who seems to have lost his way, so I'm going to see if I can't get him back onto his little host plant here. But this is one of the real joys of the butterfly gardening, is to see the various stages of the eggs being laid, and we can witness that many times. The females laying their eggs here, the eggs then emerging and then absolutely devouring this plant. The Dutchman's pipevine has a very serious, almost sweet potato-like taproot underneath it. So once the caterpillars devour this plant, and they'll eat the seed pods, they'll eat the flowers, they'll eat the stems, everything. But because of that storage root that it has down below there, the caterpillars will crawl off and make their chrysalis on a fence or on a branch of another plant, and then they'll emerge in about 2 weeks. And in the meantime, this will have completely regenerated all of its leaves, so that the emerging butterflies can then mate and then lay their eggs back on the same plant or one of the other little cousin plants that it has around here. It's a wonderful sort of life cycle that we have on just this one butterfly. And we have had a population of Pipevine swallowtails here 12 months out of the year for decades. It's been a really wonderful sort of stabilizing atmosphere for that particular butterfly, for this particular butterfly garden.